button and I say, yo, what up? How's it going, buddy?
Yo, what up? It's going good. How's everything with you?
It's great. It's very, very good. William Anderson III. I think that I've misplaced my copy of this character card that I got at Albuquerque. I'm not
Mine should be in the
exactly
mail here soon.
not exactly sure where it is. I might have to order myself one. The first of the new champ batch that we have had here on a deck workshop. Hit me with a pitch. Looks like you got a lot of cool ideas happening here.
So yeah, I originally started building William Anderson because out of the two new champ cards, he had the life symbol, and Garrett unfortunately did not have the life symbol, so I was instantly drawn to William's character.
Yes.
It's pretty simple. I say that as we're on the death symbol, of course. So the first idea I had with Will is I've been really wanting to try to make anyone that's played Magic the Gathering may know of the deck called Ponza, which is basically just land destruction. It's a deck type I've always kind of wanted to build in Magic. I thought I would try this with Will since he's a 7-hand size 22 health character that can maybe actually actually draw into the cards I need to keep it going. So that was my first version. And then I think it was Broberg on one of the Discords when I was talking about the list. He made a comment about how Command of the Founder in conjunction with it's not in the list, but Ravages of War, because it has the Titan keyword, sounds like Ponza to him. And that started making me like, I like that. I started working with it. And then I just really kind of stumbled into this deck. I played it against you actually in the first round on, I think it was Community Game Night earlier. And just kind of like stumbled through it. And then this is like an adjusted list from that version that I played that night.
Okay.
With different things. It started off becoming slowly from Ponza, where it's like Foundation Destruction, to a 4-check deck.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of into a full-on, let's focus on, it's a 4-check deck that has command, that really focuses on like Command of the Founder and stuff.
Okay.
With in conjunction with Resurrected Titans, which is the real combo piece in the deck.
Yeah, this card's very, very good.
It's insane after playing with it.
What do you need my help with?
I just want to smoothing it out. This is definitely a strategy I'm not too familiar with, especially wanting to blow up as much as this deck's wanting to. I'm pretty sure this is probably where the attack lineup's going to end up. There's not just only so many of the shift attacks that we can really play, let alone the ones that I feel like are good enough. Maybe you'll be able to sell me on another one that you think maybe you'll be able to find a spot. Outside of that, though, mainly just like foundation support.
Okay.
Making it to where my character can stay alive long enough to actually, get my 6-diff foundation out, play my Resurrected Titans, and be able to play the game.
So I think that Too Big to Contain is not a very good card.
Okay. I just liked it because it was target destruction.
It is. It is target destruction. I think that there's just like better ideas that you should be playing.
I'm all yours.
Such as Duplicitous Recollection. It's that same 7-diff, but it says that you're allowed to just build in Warhammer Titan attacks for free. It says you're allowed to build in B-side attacks for free. It says you're allowed to build in Jaw Titan for free. It says you're allowed to build in Sean for free. Or
it builds in Sean too.
It builds in any backup or shift attack that is 7 or less. Duplicitous is crazy.
I just passed on because it was a 6-low for 6 mainly, and also I just 5-low for 6.
This is a setup card that just says, "Hey, I choose the best one, and I'm down to let it rock. I'm here for it." It's very, very good. Do you see add foundations? Add one ready foundation. Okay. I also think the next thing that you should be playing is 4 copies of the 9 Titans from Through the Ages. I think there is no reason to not play 4 of this one. Not only can Duplicitous go and grab it, it is -4 damage accidentally, but it also says that this is a 7 high for 14, or vice versa. 14 high for 7.
Makes killing easier.
7 mid for 7 with powerful 2. I'm gonna make this a throw, and now it's a 16 damage throw.
I'm with it. Okay, I like the idea of 9 Titans.
Like, you also can just go find the 9 Titans through Resurrected Titans, and it becomes easier.
And build it.
Right?
Yeah.
I like this. It becomes a 1-diff, which is very, very good, especially if the goal is just to regrab this. Like, I would take and just instantly toss this and just toss in these 3, and then you're probably, like, consistency-wise going to feel way, way better. And it doesn't even have to be all 4 9 Titans. It could be a 2 of, genuinely. Because like you don't have like the Rock Barrage to go build it in. But this card, -4 damage, 3 separate times. This one card represents 12 health.
Yeah, and it also
if you can,
also is a kill card.
Also
I'm with
is a
you
kill
on the
card.
9
Like it's
Titans
so good. I want to take and swap Willie for Sean and make it a 2 of 3 of.
I'm with it.
And the reason is because we have access to female Titan attacks at the 4 of. And the best thing that you can do is play Warhammer, commit Sean, play female, ready Sean, draw your card, commit Sean, play female, ready Sean, because she does not say that it has not been ready this turn. And so this just is bonus lube that like you only get to once per turn destroy with Willie, and sometimes you never get to truly use the Willie's enhance.
No, he's been. I've definitely been. Yeah, Willie was like a 4 up because I wanted to really find him and see how he felt, and then I was noticing that a lot of times I end up just blowing him up because in this deck in particular, I'm not having less foundations a lot. So it got cut down to a 3 up, and it was probably getting close to being a 2 up.
Yeah. If you feel like you're not finding attacks quite quick enough, I would suggest a 3rd Beast Titan attacks, because having 3 Beast Titan attacks is way easier to just your only game action for the turn is form, lose 3 stamina, go grab Beast Titan, play Beast Titan, blow up Beast Titan. It's a throw.
Yeah.
Feels even better if the action is presented as 16 damage, not 8. But like this being the only 2 forms that you do of form on this, form back up, form play Beast Titan, blow it back up, end your turn, build, have 6 in hand, is like really, really solid. It's very good.
I like it. Yeah.
From here, what are our symbols? Death, fire, life, and we are on life. Life, fire, death.
No, we're on death. We're on death, actually.
We are on death. That's fine. Let's just take a look at the other backups that we have access to.
Thought about trying to make this a Founding Titans Powers deck with the extra turn thing. I just don't think it makes enough momentum.
I think that the new Aaron is going to be the Founding Titans deck.
Probably. I wonder if Gesture could pull it off. Gesture 1.
I think she can, but like protecting it is really tough.
The hard part. Yeah.
But yeah, I think she easily could.
She definitely is probably the next character that can generate the momentum for it at least.
There is a world where like Replicator Enthusiast like feels pretty okay. 0 mid block, go rebuild Normus Axe before you pop it with Will. Like it's probably decent.
Or we could build a second one in and blow them both up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh,
You build them both in and then blow them up. Same thing with like reinforcements. Like you got really, really, really good targets.
I would just be scared of it being clunky.
Yeah, I just don't think you necessarily need it.
Yeah.
You were playing Chomps and stuff before, yeah?
When it was pawns, yeah. It was like I played that. I played 4 of Big Fall. I played the 4 of the AOT one that says sacrifice it and ends your turn, but you target destroy something.
Sure.
It was heavy on the destruction. I did not play the Decay Awaken though. Not that heavy.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
Yeah. Now with where I was going, if I needed that, it was already too far gone.
Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing that your deck is missing is you need to play 3 of this one.
The good one? Yeah.
Yeah, Unyielding says that your deck doesn't work. You pick 4 foundations to destroy the
but
rest.
Cringelord is going to play.
You better hope they were enormous axes because reinforcements doesn't work against it.
Does it remove?
No. It's not destroyed as cost, it's destroyed as an ability.
Oh, I
got
to
pay a cost, which is why it works with Will.
Cost part. Yeah.
And so like you just like need to be able to stop that when it goes to happen. Any reason not to be playing things like Botons or Hostile for that extra burn?
I think they just got cut for space. I think I could use more spam. Yeah, let's put them back in. I just didn't know what to cut.
You're playing an all 4-check deck, so you don't need
True,
spam,
that's why I didn't.
Right?
That's
you don't
why
need
I cut
spam. But
Syndicate was put in just because they were low blocks.
Is low a bad zone for us? No.
It was the lowest. It's now kind of higher now. It was like before that. It was like
it is also a 6, so like it's pretty decent to have. I'm down to leave it. It's fine. I played Crossing Enemy Lines last night and it sucked. It was not very good pretty much the whole night, and I was playing as Pete.
try it out just because it says if you sacrifice 2 or more, and I always sacrifice 2 or more. So
yeah. I would be nervous about our defense because it looks like our defense is like it's kind of like really fake. It's Weapon Clash.
our
Which is asking us
defense
to
is
destroy.
praying. Our defense is praying.
Yeah, and so like 10 Standoff is as good as a bad version of I was gonna say Fei, but that's not the name of this card. It's got Fei's face on it. What's the name of it?
Fast Friendship.
Fast Friendship. Thank you. Of just like this card just says that like it's the bad version of Fei or of Fast Friendship.
Fast Friendship. Yeah.
The bonus draw card like never matters on a 1/5/2
Yeah.
low block. Like this card's very very good to the point of like I would rather play 4 of this than 4 of this pretty much any day of the week.
Yeah.
But I've put this in the list at the 1 of so that it can exist.
Okay.
-2 damage.
So far, all the defenses come from building, like just because this deck builds out so fast. It's just been building out and then holding proper blocks and actually just blocking well. It's been like pretty much praying.
So my thing is I don't think that's the format you're going to be living in next.
No, for sure. It was this. Yeah. I've only played, like I said, community game. Were the only games I've played with this deck so far. So this is just from the changes right after that.
Just this one. Any reason to not play things like I'm With You to like
I'm
blow
trying
these
things
face-up
out.
cards and then
it's space really is the issue. I didn't want to make the deck too big.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally acceptable.
I didn't realize how tight, because that was the original idea too, was to play all those because it makes sense, and then it's like the foundation slots get so tight.
I actually think that it is better, cleaner, whatever, just to play Arrogant Fighter. Like this card should exist in your list because first enhance destroy 2 of these.
It was in the original one.
Their cards.
It was a 2 of or something like that. I just had it for
I think it's supposed to be there. And I think that
I was playing it over Loss of Consciousness.
I think it's better than the yeah. I think it's better than Loss.
Yeah.
Thought about snack time?
And every time I do, but then people start yelling at me, and it's incoherent what they're saying, but they're just upset.
There's a world where like a singular questioning yourself is like cool.
I thought about it.
Just to always have it back in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends on space and what you want to do. Have you ever felt like you're running out of foundations?
Face up foundations, yes. Never running out of them. But like I haven't played into it, obviously the board wipe attack we were talking about earlier. But sure. The only thing I've ever felt is running out of face up foundations, not running out of foundations.
Our play pattern is just like so very obviously like play 1 attack and then 2 attacks and then and this will constantly keep you at like your character's cost is destroy 1 face up foundation essentially because it pays for itself and it's just once per turn. And it's like you just have to make sure you rebuild it back.
Yeah.
Mono Normalcy makes sense. We are not a warrior.
Imagine if we were, though. He looks like a warrior. He's fighting a fucking like giant.
What are the warriors out of Critical Role? Are there warriors?
There's got to be some. I think like Kima, maybe.
I think she's a champion. I'm 99% positive you become a warrior with. You
become a warrior with Jarrett. Yeah. I'm looking right now while you do that.
Interesting.
Champion. You're right. Kima was a champion.
Because I wonder what character gets benefit off of the
Yasha.
Interesting. Marley.
Yasha
Warriors,
and then Jarrett. Yeah, Yasha's the only warrior.
Greater goal. I think that we have to be playing 4 Desperate Play. I think that's non-negotiable.
It was, yeah. Like I said, I did a lot of trimming because of space, but I agree. It was at 4, and that was one of the ones. Making it a 3 of and making Command of the Founder 3 ofs were ones that I didn't necessarily want to do.
I think command makes sense at a 3 of because it's a
It felt
right?
less bad on that one, but yeah,
This just says block, build a thing, and face up.
it
Which
does.
I think is
I know
important.
it's
Like more important
all-
than redraw
yeah.
a card. Because like
Yeah.
this card goes and finds attacks in the discard pile, finds itself in the discard pile. This says go find an attack out of your deck. We just like need face up foundations to like make
we're
things
very
work.
toolbox. Yeah, we're very toolbox.
Right. So like this is a 3, this is a 4. You probably feel great. Military tactics. Tell me about this one.
That in conjunction with greater goal. Right
Okay.
above it.
Okay.
Constantly says that I make them pick after they play their third attack. They're constantly picking up attacks and replaying.
How badly do we?
You can cut crossing.
Say again.
Oh, I've finished what you were saying. You were hovering over crossing enemy lines.
Crossing enemy lines. We're cutting it. And then putting you at the 4 of. This is gonna fix some mid blocks, I think. I guess whatever.
Mid blocks were already heavy.
Yeah, that's fine. I do think we need flip -2 speed though. What are your thoughts on like military tactics being a 2 of rather than a 3 of?
It could be a 2. I keep going back and forth.
Yeah, I think 2 is probably.
It
where
started
I would...
off as a 2. I was going to try it at 3, but yeah, I kept going back and forth with it in the greater goal ratios.
I also want to take reinforcements down to a 3, and then put this push the limits back.
Okay, more
just to change the
blocks.
Yeah, we'll keep the blocks the same, right? Still 18, 32, 18. We don't have arrogant fighter. We don't have the one of questioning yourself that we were looking at.
We could cut.
I mean, the answer would be like cut a singular copy of Command of the Founder, right?
But then do we ever find it?
So we do because this card goes and searches it. Oh, it's just backup or shift. Just kidding. It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't search foundations.
Might be. Yeah, it searches this not because it's a Titan, but because it's a backup. Interesting.
For always cool, we could cut a singular syndicate target.
Okay.
And we could cut. Do we need a? Enormous hack's pretty good. It's how we like deal with the board
if we
when we don't have
cut either of them, it's reinforcements, right?
It's just like, go down to 2 reinforcements then.
Yeah, but with that said, like I don't know if we necessarily want to cut the high block versus the mid block. It might be that like filled with doubt comes down to a 2 of.
Yeah,
which you have to sideboard the other ones.
Yeah, that's fine. Though.
We're here down to 64. Do you remember what your original list was at?
I can get it for you real quick. 62.
62. It's because I've added these filled with doubts.
Pretty much.
I mean, there is a world where you just like do this 66, and then you toss in a third Beast Titan attacks to make it 67 cards with 21.
Let's go ahead and throw the one questioning yourself in there too while we're at it.
Let's do it.
We're gonna bulk a little bit.
So, Duplicitous says that you can go find Beast Titan attacks. Beast Titan attacks says you can go find Beast Titan attacks.
It's like a Rube Goldberg machine.
Duplicitous also says that all of your moves get 1/1 as soon as you check a Warhammer Titan.
Yeah,
because you just build this in and then you feel great.
Mm-hmm. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Duplicitous is a 4 check, right?
It is a 4 check.
Cool.
Yeah.
Neat. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig this. I think there's other options that are here in the board, or like
for sure.
Also,
there are at least sideboard options at some. Yeah.
Of like, hey, this one isn't performing as well as I wanted it to. Let me change some ideas. I think it is worth it there.
I think there's a lot of ways you can build this guy, because like we said, there's a lot of cards where it's like the gamble stuff, like loss of consciousness is I'm with you. We both think they should be in here. It's just a matter of finding room for them.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's other ways to build this dude that are like that, especially just changing the attack package. I feel like the attack package kind of makes me want to play other stuff. Like if you're not playing Founder of the Titan, you don't have to play 4x Desperate Plea.
Totally.
That said, 4X Desperately is pretty good.
Have you thought about things like Brute Strength?
For retro, maybe. I don't know. This card's pretty good. So fun fact, I forgot that card existed with one of my retro decks. And was playing just some weird, like, newer foundation. And I remember I showed him my retro deck, and it was Jose. He was like, hey, man, I think Brute Strength's just better than this in every way. And I'm like, oh, God, that card does exist.
Yeah, totally does.
I completely missed. Yeah, outside of release, I don't remember MHA1.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. It was a million years ago. With that said, though, man, thank you much for the support on Patreon. I do greatly appreciate it. Stay on the line long enough for me to choose the list, and I'll see you next month, okay?